All right, chosen ones. So welcome back once again to another episode on Autonicus Motivates. Chosen ones. Listen, man, hear me out, man, when I'm telling you. Your enemies, man, your enemies, they are really upset with you right about now. And the reason why they're upset with you more so than ever right now is because you see, you had already survived the humiliation ritual. You survived pretty much everything they threw at you. You survived the slander. You survived the provocation and everything. So, you was able to handle yourself, and you were able to not come out of character. So they're furious now because they know that they gotta like come at you from a different angle. They can't come at you from the angle they use on most others, because see, you're different. You're not like most others. You are aware of what they're doing. Okay? You're aware, you know. You see what they're trying. You see the game they're playing with you. And that's what they know. And this is what's really got them the most furious, because the thing about them is they have to control. They have to have control. They have to control the narrative about you. They have to discredit you. You have to be wrong. The jealousy and the envy is what drives them. They can't stand the fact that you stand for your truth, that you stand in your truth, and that you do it effortlessly. You just walk in your truth. And you don't really even have to say much. You don't have to do much. All you have to do is just be yourself. And this has really got them really upset, because they don't really know how to handle you right now at this point. They don't know what to do with you. They are going to try to figure out anything they can to do to you. And it's really getting dangerous right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm serious, because, we have seen like everything they've been doing the whole entire time, with everything they've been planning, is like now it's all coming out that, all of their plans and everything that they've been planning and doing for so long, it's all coming out, and they are being exposed, and they don't like to be exposed. These people, you see, chosen one, they don't like to be exposed, and you expose them just by being who you are, and these people are magicians. They invert reality. So they're dangerous because they will do whatever is necessary, by any means necessary, to protect their image, which is fake, to protect the mask that they wear. And so they will use anything or anybody to do that with. And, if they have to if they have to make stuff up, whatever, they will do whatever they have to do to maintain the lie, to continue to keep the lie going. And the thing is that others are the ones who they are working to keep in the lie against you. And so they've already did everything they could to reduce you, to bring you down by turning everyone else against you in your fake hometown, by turning your fake family members against you. And all this was done, really, the reason why this was done to you was to get you to stop believing in yourself. Like I told you before in other of my videos, and excuse me, but I had told you in other of my videos that their whole intention for what they was doing to you was to get you to stop being who you were, or to derail you from your assignment, from what you came to do. And so, everything that they was doing the whole time, that they've been doing to you the whole time, has been to make you, to reduce you, to make you small, and to box you in. And I have to share my story every day because these people, they're delusional, and they want you to be the one who is mentally or emotionally unstable. They want to make you out to be the crazy one. They want to do whatever it takes, and they don't care. And so they've boxed you in. They've tried to box you in to reduce you, to reduce you down, to make you smaller than who you really are, than who you really are. So now you got to stand your ground, because you know who you are now, because you're awakened. You know who you are now, and so it's like, no matter what they try to do, or what they've tried to do, you know who you are. You know your self-worth. You had to learn all of that on your own, because they did such a good job in everything they did by ignoring you and by trying to silence you, that you almost believed that that you were not good enough, or that you were not really talented, or that you were less than. And this is all part of the control and the manipulation, because what it is they have to be above you. It's the superiority complex. They have to keep you down, beneath them. They want you to have to need them, to have to call on them. And the reason why they want you to do this is so that way they can exploit you further, or take advantage of you again, and feed on your energy. They feed off of your energy. They feed off of your emotions. You have to protect your energy. You can't give them your energy. You can't play into their games. And so anyway, everything that they've done, to you during all these things that you've went through, has been to belittle you and keep you beneath them, so that way they can control the narrative. That way they can control the lie. That way they can stay comfortable in the lie. That way they can keep on believing the lie instead of believing the truth. And so this is the hardest part about being chosen, because you have to you have to be victimized and stuff like that and made the scapegoat and all kind of stuff like that because of who you are. They want you, they have to, like I said, discredit you. That's what this is all about. This is what it's all about, is to keep you under their control. And you're the type, because you're chosen, you can't be controlled, so you wouldn't conform. So this has really caused a problem. And the worst problem right about now is that, you know, everything they did to pressure you to conform has failed. All of their operations, because what it really has been is psychological warfare that they have waged on you. They've been waging psychological warfare on you for a very long time to try to get you to conform to the narrative, to fold under the pressure. And so, you know, this is what they've done to so many of the chosen ones who couldn't take the pressure, who just, many of the chosen ones, a lot of the chosen ones, well, most chosen ones can take the pressure. We can go through the intensity of everything that they put us through and the psychological warfare and come out and still, you know, stand our ground and everything. And that's what we have done. You know, we've been through the fire, man. We've been through the worst of the worst that they could hit us with. So they've hit us with everything. So they're furious now because, you see, they know that none of it worked now. And the final attempt, the last ditch effort, was when they attacked you. Well, that was the final, you know, straw that they had left. That was them grasping at straws. You know, the last attempt was when they attacked me. I know it was, and I know that was because, like I have told y'all before in previous videos, it was because it was after I had cut all of them off and I had recognized that what they was doing, I recognized that, you know, what they was doing was they was trying to control the narrative, and they was trying to control me, and it was when I had awakened, you know, after I had cut them all off and I was starting to do my own thing. I had pretty much like sidestepped all the traps. They don't like that, you know, because what it is that they've been plotting on you the whole time, and you went around all the traps, basically. I went around all the traps, so none of the traps worked, none of the setups worked. And the reason why none of this worked was really because, you know, you was going off your internal guidance system the whole time. So the Most High was like guiding you the whole time through everything you was going through, keeping you safe and navigating you away from danger, navigating you away from toxic people, navigating you away from toxic environments, because you could feel the feelings, like you could pick up on the energy, you could pick up on the ones who was fake. This is another thing they don't like about you. This is really what makes them furious about you, is that, you know, you have the tendency to be able to feel their energy. You can feel their negativity. You can feel like you can feel the setup before it happens. You will get a gut feeling and stuff like that sometimes, like when you know that people are plotting on you or trying to, you know, take advantage of you. And so they don't like that because, you know, they don't know how you know everything. It's almost like you know in advance what they're trying to do before they even do it. And that's your internal guidance system that's really been guiding you through all those times, you know. But you see, what's happened now is that they are infuriated because they see that everything failed, basically, that their whole agenda that they had and everything that they wanted for you to happen didn't happen. And so now they're subject to do anything because now it's more intense than ever before. The spiritual warfare is more intense now than ever before because, like I had told y'all in previous videos, who we're wrestling with, man, is not this flesh and blood. It's Ephesians 6:12. It's the principalities of darkness. Okay, so knowing that, then you know that that it's not people who we're dealing with. And so it's getting worse though now, because like now, now that you know what they're about and what they try and everything that they do, you know that there is no line that they will not cross. This is the reason why you had to set your boundaries and why you had to cut them all off. And when you cut them all off, that's when you notice, that they lashed out. That's when I noticed that they lashed out. So they was furious because they had lost their control, and you had went around all the traps, all the setups. You had endured what most other people couldn't have endured, and it's like you knew what they was up to before they did what they did. It's like you could sense it, because you had to go by your internal guidance system, because most of you chosen ones, you are alone, so you don't really mix up with a lot of people. You don't mix up in the crowds. You stay to yourself and all of that. So the only thing you got to go off of is your internal guidance system, and off the Most High, and so you dodged all their traps and everything like that, and they hate that. They hate that nothing worked, and really right now they're really pissed off that they wasn't able to get you to fall for the bait, to take the bait. And now it's like, they know they can see everything what's going on with you. So like right now, I'm fully aware that they know everything that's going on with me right now in my situation, and I know that they got me pinned down right here, right now, where I'm at. You know what I mean? Where I'm in this situation where like, it's a very difficult situation. I'm just gonna tell y'all for real, man. Like right now, where I'm at in this situation is pretty hard. It's pretty tough, because this was all by design, though I know, to reduce me, to box me into this situation where, like, what it is they don't want you to have no outside relationships. They don't want you to have anyone, any kind of support. This is the reason for the isolation, for everything, because if you have a network of people or supporters, this is the reason why I'm always telling each and every one of you, I'm very grateful for you and for your positive feedback and everything that you do to keep me encouraged, because you see, this is what they don't want. They don't want us chosen ones to have any type of support network. They don't want us to have that relationship with others, or with other genuine people, because they know that when you're a lone wolf, that you are more vulnerable that way. See, this is the I want to say, like, the diabolical side of the whole thing. This is what makes it so evil, because they know that when you're alone, you're more vulnerable. They know that when you're alone, you're more vulnerable. They know that you are more susceptible to attacks, and they like that. But they done seen that you was protected, you know, when they came at you the last time. When they came at me the last time, I know they seen that I was protected. And they found out. They found out because they don't know nothing about your guardian angels or your spiritual ancestors or nothing like that. So they think you're alone. And really you are alone. But there's a good side to you being alone, because when you're alone, you know that you don't have any outside, forces or anything like that that can really, like, get at you, because you trust yourself, and you trust the Most High. And it's like there's pros and cons to being alone. Like the pros to being alone is that that you have a lot less drama, you have a lot less chaos, you have a lot less of these people trying to get all up in your business, trying to trying to pull one over on you, trying to get over on you. And so it's like pros to being alone, but then there's cons to being alone, because you don't really have a lot of encouragement. And this is where, like, a lot of things happened to us before, like in my case, where because of a lack of support, this is what caused us to lose self-esteem, many of us, and to go back to our old way. And that's what they want. That's what they know full well what they're doing with all of these things that they're doing to us, to isolate us, to keep us into isolation, is to make us feel like we need to go back to our old self. That's what they want. And when I say they, every time when I say they, I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about the entities that's within these vessels of these people. Because really what they're working to do right now at this time is to drag as many down with them as possible. And so unless you fight, like if you don't fight in the spiritual realm, if you don't really fight sin, if you don't fight to live free from sin and to do the inner work, then of course everything is just more easy for those type of people. But for us, it's more hard, because it's harder because, like I said, they're trying to drag as many down as possible. The demonic forces, they're trying to drag as many down with them as possible right now. And so they're infuriated at you that all their tactics failed. And they're very infuriated. And also, like I had told y'all in previous videos, they are doubling and tripling down now. So it's even more dangerous now, because they will stop at nothing to do whatever they want to do to you. They will even, like, fabricate stuff, or stuff like that. So this is what makes everything more dangerous, because it's almost like getting to where these people are so crazy that that they will, it's almost like you will have to wear like a body camera or something like that, because that's how deep the deception goes. They are trying to deceive everyone, and they are trying to do whatever it takes to do that, especially about you. Like, about you, because like I said, their whole agenda is to discredit you and to make you less than, and to turn people against you. So this is the hardest thing about, like I said, about being chosen, because this is the spiritual warfare that we're dealing with. And it's the same thing that most all the other chosen ones dealt with. Like, for instance, Joseph and Potiphar's wife and stuff like that. I've talked about that before, where they used her vessel, the demonic entities, to lie on him, to get him thrown into jail. And he really did not, do anything. He was innocent. So this is how dangerous the forces are that we are up against. And the thing about it is, see, man, what I learned in this walk, and what I learned by going through all the things that I've went through, is that, just how dangerous, walking and standing for the truth and for God, for the Most High God is, especially now in 2026. It's very dangerous. I would say it's more dangerous. It's almost as dangerous, if not more dangerous, than being in the dope game, or being, out there, being gangster and doing all kind of stuff like that. It's way more dangerous than that, because you fighting spiritual forces. You are fighting a spiritual war, and you are a soldier in a spiritual war. And so it's like, it's almost the same level, if not a higher level, of resistance and difficulties you're gonna come up against. So this is the reason why it's like, it's even said in the word that no matter what you do, you're gonna have troubles in this life. So whether you serve on the side of light, and you choose to be a light worker, and you choose to stand up against the darkness, or whether you choose to side with the darkness, no matter which side you are on, you're going to have troubles in this life. It's not going to be easy. Your life is not going to be easy. But the thing about this side that we are on is that we know that we're on the side of truth. We know that we are on the right side, and we know that what we are doing is to encourage the other chosen ones, and to bring about change in the world, and to be about high vibrational things and positivity. And that's what they don't like either. This is the reason why they've worked so tirelessly to try to stop us. Also, because many of us chosen ones, we have a lot of people that we could impact, or that we have the potential to impact, and they know that. They don't want that to happen. And the main reason why they don't want that to happen is because they don't have no purpose, and they don't have no direction, and they're jealous that we have a purpose and that they sold out. They're jealous of that. They're jealous that they don't have our strength. They're jealous that they don't have our resilience. And they're jealous that we wouldn't give our gifts over to the side of darkness, and that we chose to remain our authentic selves. So they're furious, and they can't stand to see us win. If we win in our authenticity and everything like that, then that proves that, that it basically shows them everything that's wrong with themselves, and everything that they chose, that they should have chose, that they willfully decided not to choose. So we are like the slap in their face, because, we show them that we are not willing to bend, we are not willing to bow, and no matter what, and that they could have done the same thing. And that's what they don't like. That's the reason why the chosen ones are like a mirror. We're a reflection. we reflect back onto them everything that's wrong with themselves. You see? So anyway, they're really pissed off at you right now, you know, and it's even worse. So, you know, right now it's even worse because, you know, right now it's like they will try anything and they will use any means necessary, you know, to do whatever they want to do to you, to make you out to be the villain. You have to be careful. You have to really be careful. You have to be aware of your surroundings. You have to be aware of who you're dealing with. So I don't know. I just wanted to put this out there because I know that a lot of y'all are very aware of this and very aware of just how powerful the enemy is that we're up against. It's like we can't go back. We're not going to go back to who we were because we already know what that brought us. But then at the same time, we are having to like endure the worst in situations that are like really, really treacherous right now. Like, I feel like I'm a soldier in a foxhole, man, with all this war all around me, going all around me, and it's like, you know, I'm kind of low on ammo right now. I need reinforcements to come in, you know, but I know that I have to be patient and wait on God, like Psalm 37:7 said, Psalm 46:10 said to be still and wait, and like Psalm 110:1 said to wait on God, to let Him make all my enemies my footstool. And it's really hard right now because I done told y'all my situation and about how they covered the whole thing up, what they did to me, and also that, you know, that I'm alone here, you know, with my mother who's 84 years old. And so it's taking a lot of strength right now to be strong during these times, because I just have to pray every day, man, because I know that they're infuriated, and also I know that it's a whole different ball game now, because I can see where they're actually, you know, really like getting stronger as far as like with all this that they have built all around us to encircle us with, to try to enslave us with, all of this technology, all of this AI, everything like that. And so yeah, so this is what's taking everything to like a whole nother level, if you ask me, man. Like that's what makes it even more difficult now. Like, this is the reason why I had said before, like, I wish I had awakened earlier, man, but you know, I had gone through so much, and I done told y'all, and I wasted a lot of my time on fake people. And also, you know, I wasted my time a lot on where I stumbled and stuff like that. But then I was going through a lot, man. Like I said, from 2016 all the way to 2018, there was just nothing but hurricane after hurricane after hurricane, storm after storm. I had to evacuate in 2016. I told y'all my story. You know, it's been like one thing after another, and I had a lot to have to do on my own to take care of me and my aunt back then, and my mom, to get us up out of here, because it was mandatory. We had to evacuate during that storm in 2016. It was Matthew, and it did a lot of damage. And then, you know, like I said, I had told y'all before, I had a lack of support here, because nobody was really, everybody here in this little town, you know what I mean, pretty much all they really are about is about like negativity and the program. You know, they was all about the program. So I done told y'all about how I stumbled and everything. And then about everything I went through and how like I just started like focusing on my business and everything like that. But even then, you know, they tried to mess me all up with that. They sent the codes enforcement officers, and every time when I say they, I'm not talking about the people, man. I'm talking about the forces of darkness, because this is who has been fighting against us the whole time, to try to take us out, man, to try to stop us, to try to bring us down. They never wanted us to reach our full potential or to reach others with the truth and the light. So, I mean, I guess I've rambled on a long time on this video, and I kind of need to wrap it up so I can load the video. But, you know, they're more furious than ever, Chosen One, about everything that failed and how all their attempts failed. And so now, like, pretty much they got me pinned down here, you know what I mean? Like, they've tried to box me in. And there's a lot of things that, like, are out of my control right now, I done told y'all about. So I appreciate whatever prayers y'all can send my way, you know, and whatever support you give, each and every one of you. You know, it really means a lot to me, because I'm holding the line right now. And until I get a breakthrough or some kind of, like, you know, just really like something big come through, you know what I mean? It's like, or maybe some evidence emerge or something like that, or something come out about what happened and everything with me. I don't trust nobody right now, and it's just really a difficult situation right now at the moment. So, but anyway, we know that this is all because of being persecuted, and like it says in James 1:2, you know, consider it all joy, my brethren, when you endure all these trials, knowing that it produces endurance, and that let that endurance have its result that you be perfect, lacking nothing. You know what I mean? So it's like, I know that this is just all just like, it's stripes on my arm, and it's just more, you know, badges of honor that I'm gaining by going through everything that I'm going through. But in the spiritual realm, I mean, you know, like on a spiritual level, because I know that I'm enduring what most people wouldn't, by staying my authentic self and by not going back. So, you know, I'm doing most of this really for y'all too, man, just so you can see. And because I'm a living testimony about everything that happened, you know, with everything they did to try to destroy me, you know, I mean, it's like, I shouldn't be here. I done told y'all before, you know what I mean? And right now, it's really hard, because I'm going to be honest with you, you know, every day that goes by that I still, you know, don't know what happened or who was behind what happened, you know, it's just another day that it's just hard for me to continue to hold on, especially when I see everything collapsing, this whole system collapsing. But I know that's the reason why the system is collapsing, is because of what they did when they crossed us, the chosen ones. See, they messed around with the wrong ones when they messed around with us. That's what's causing them, bringing their whole system down and their empire down. They thought they was going to be able to do us like they did all the rest of their victims, but we were different, because the Most High was with us the whole time, and He's still with us. Anyway, I hope this helped one of you out today, Chosen One. But what it is, see, now they know they know that everything failed. They hate that, and so they're waiting for you to crumble. They're waiting for you to give up, to throw in the towel. They're waiting for you to unalive yourself still, or to still crash out. That's what they're waiting for. That's what they're waiting for. And I know that's what they're waiting for with me right now. And I know that they feel like they've got me cornered, you know. This is what they do. They try to corner us. But anyway, man, like I said, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to hold this line. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And I'm going to keep sharing my testimony every day and telling my story, because other people need to know this is what happens. They try to erase you for your truth. They try to silence you. They try to erase you. And they try to do everything they can to get next to you, or to try to, make you catch a case or end up in a mental hospital or something like that. They're trying to make you lose your mind out here in this matrix. That's what they're trying to do. So every day I'm maintaining my mental health. And part of the way of me doing that is coming back and telling everything that I'm telling right here on my channel. And like I said, I appreciate each and every one of you who's been with me, and those who continue to support me and to help me to grow. It means a lot to me. Y'all all mean a lot to me. And so with all that being said, I guess I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video now. But as always, Chosen One, peace, love, light, blessings to you all. Just hang in there, keep doing your thing, man. We already know what it is. We know what they're doing. We know what's going on. We're aware and we're awake, all right? So just keep doing your thing. Keep holding on, because I am too. All right, till the next one, man. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace. I'm out.